What's up, everybody? It is your boy, Joey Work, and I'm back. That's right. And the MLB playoffs are here, baby. I'm going to give you my best bets and leans for every game on tomorrow's playoff card. That is for Friday, October 6th. Plus, I'll run through each divisional series and maybe make a couple future plays for the playoffs for everybody interested in those. Last time you guys saw me was Thursday. September 30th, in which I gave out New York Mets first 5 minus a half and the Twins first 5 minus a half. The Mets won, the Twins lost. So I went 1-1 there. So I ended the regular season with my YouTube best bets record 66, 40, and 4 ties. But, as I always say, slow and steady wins race. On to the playoffs, and here we go. I know the 2 wild card games were yesterday and the day before. I'm sorry I didn't give you a video last night. I'm obviously not home. I'm on the road, and my whole hotel did not have Wi-Fi or direct connection. They lost internet across the whole hotel. So that was literally from 2 p.m. until when I woke up in the morning that the Wi-Fi was back on. I had a nice little note from the hotel saying, sorry about the inconvenience, but the internet's out. At least we had TV, so I could watch the baseball game. If the TV was out, I might have went to the movie solo and just did the damn thing. I don't even know. But we're here, and we're going to run through some winners. All right? Let's go through the games for tomorrow, starting with tomorrow. It's looking like the Astros are going to win game 1 of the series, 6-1 right now. Tomorrow, they have the early game at 2:07 p.m. Again, this is in Houston, Minute Maid Park. Lucas Giolito versus Framber Valdez, the lefty for Framber, the lefty for Houston. As we know, the White Sox, very good versus lefties. Both teams really here are very good versus lefties. But obviously, Giolito is a righty. So with that said, this will be an interesting game, especially, big game. The White Sox, obviously Houston has home field advantage, but they would love to steal one of the two in Houston. Doesn't look like they're going to steal tonight. So they got a chance tomorrow. Giolito, I know his numbers are good and whatnot, but he hasn't looked great this year. He's definitely struggled at times, and he's been, scary where he's been inconsistent, missing the strike zone or just getting hit hard. And, I watched him a decent amount of times. I've always been a Giolito fan. I have his rookie card from about 3 years ago. I bought his rookie card thinking that, this guy should be something. And now I'm somewhat taking a step back. Although he does have pretty damn good numbers versus this Astros team. Obviously, this Astros team doesn't strike out much. So he's striking them out about 18% of the times. But X-weighted on base percentage, 280. Actual batting average, 193 versus this team. So pretty good. On the other side, Framber Valdez, he only has 60 plate appearances. The White Sox only has 60 plate appearances versus him, but X-weighted on base percentage, 328. He has a FIP 6.20 FIP, which is not good. 394 slugging percentage. So this White Sox team hits Framber pretty good, and I expect Houston to get some runs off of Mr. Giolito. With that said, I'm seeing the line is 8.5, the over-under. Seeing plus 110 at DraftKings. Only DraftKings and FanDuel have it out from the legal books perspective. Plus 110 and plus 108 on the Chicago White Sox. With that said, I do think the Astros win this series. I told you I was going to talk about the series as well, especially after game 1. But I do think the Astros win this series. The White Sox struggled with a lot of teams with winning records this year. And obviously, the big guy played today, but he has flu-like symptoms, Jose Abreu. So he could potentially be out of the lineup at any time. I just think Houston's a better team altogether. Obviously, the White Sox have a good bullpen, but personally, I'm not really afraid of the White Sox bullpen. I truly not. I'm seeing an over-under at 8.5, minus 105 to the over via FanDuel, minus 105 to the under at DraftKings. So two different ways that people are betting this game. Essentially, I have a slight lean towards the over, but I'm not going to make anything official in this game. I do think probably the Astros, maybe you take the Astros team total because I do think they get to Giolito, but it'll probably be 3.5, 4 again. So slightly towards the over. Nothing official on this game. What do we got here in the chat? Pocket Lamar Jackson. Joey gonna work it. That's right, my guy. That's right. I should probably send this Should probably send the link to some more people so we get some more people in here so they can enjoy the Joseph work action, Let me just tweet it out real fast. Say, hey, people, going live. You want to get some winners, come join. You want to hang out and ask me some questions, get some winners. Now is the time to do it. The playoffs are here. If anybody has any questions on playoffs, future bets, whatever you want to ask. Baseball, I'm the only one really doing baseball from Run Pure from now until this season's over, from Run Pure Bet side at least. And, I've been really good this year, up almost over 40 units actually in MLB this year. So I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate the positive vibes. I've got so many positive vibes from all of you guys in the chat, in the comments section. And this is why I do it. This is literally why I keep doing it. I could have easily I'm away with work, could have easily took this week off, but I was like, you know what? I want to do it for the people. I want to give them some winners. I got to keep the content flowing. I'm still, I'm obviously still betting on these games, so I might as well share my knowledge with the rest of the people. Even if you're gonna go copy me and say it's your own pick. It is what it is at this point. I don't even care anymore. A lot of people have been doing that, posting, saying, oh man, this is what I like after watching my video or whatnot. And guess what? Do your thing. It doesn't ruin my vibes anymore. All right, but let's go. Playoffs are here, and we're talking winners. So MLB playoffs betting perspective from Joey Work, baby. You want some winners? I'd probably tune in. Let's go. All right, so there's a couple early games. I'm pretty sure that game's at 2:00. Then there's a 4:00. So we'll have a lot. We have a lot of baseball tomorrow, which should be fun. I'm pretty excited for a full day of baseball. Obviously, I'm probably won't be able to watch every game, but I'll be able to watch 3 of them at least, two at least, definitely 2 of them. I hope to watch all 3. But let's keep this rolling. So where are we at here? Next game I got is Atlanta Braves, Milwaukee Brewers. This game I do have a play on. Appreciate Rays in the chat, my guy. Appreciate you, buddy. Obviously, Braves all day. Aaron Langley. Aaron, are you a subscriber or what, my guy? But going to this game, Braves versus Brewers. I'm seeing the best line for the Braves, plus 143 at Caesars William Hill. Comeback, minus 150 is really the best. Minus 149 at BetMGM on the Brewers. Obviously, this game was probably about plus 120, plus 125 the last couple days. The Brewers took some money, and I thank you all, the public, whoever. I thank you all for betting on the Brewers because I'm taking the Braves. Plus 143 via William Hill. Love the spot. Charlie Morton going against Cy Burns. Cy Burns has struggled as of late, as we know. The smart guy, Devin Williams, punched the wall, and he is out. So they got Hader in the back of the bullpen. Their second best bullpen arm is now out for the entire playoffs, and that's going to hurt. On the offensive end, I definitely think the Atlanta Braves are the better offense of the two. Milwaukee, they're still starting guys that arguably wouldn't start on non-playoff teams. Rowdy Tellez, Omar Narvaez, Lorenzo Cain, nothing special. While the Braves 1 through 8, because we got the pitcher in there, pretty scary, especially after they added all those four 3 big bats they added right before the playoffs. And then Charlie Morton, who's been their best pitcher all year. His last 2 starts, he hasn't allowed an earned run. Obviously, big strikeout guy. I expect him to pitch deep into the game, more than likely 6 innings, 5-6 innings. He always eats innings. He had pretty good BVP versus this team as well. 120 at-bats. They're batting 256 weighted on base percentage, 174 batting average. He's striking them out 27% of the time. I mean, his numbers are really good. Cy Burns on the back end, 42 appearances versus this Braves team. They're batting 282 weighted on base percentage. He has a 747 FIP. So, obviously, Morton has pitched against this team 3 times as many times as Cy Burns. So I take that with a little bit of grain of salt, but it's definitely impressive that his numbers versus Brewers team. And the Brewers team, personally, their offense does not scare me. It really doesn't. Their starting pitching is very good inside Burns, in Woodruff, in Freddie Peralta. Their pitching is really good, but their starting pitching is really good. And I expect them to try to get as much out of the starters as they can now because taking that hit in Devin Williams. With that said, Mr. Burns has struggled as of late. His last 3 starts, he gave up 7 earned runs in essentially 15 innings. 7 earned runs in 15 innings. That's every other inning he's given up an earned run. Strikeouts, obviously very high. But even going back to this last start versus Atlanta team in Atlanta, so, this game is in Milwaukee. 4 innings, 9 hit, 5 earned runs versus this Atlanta team. I'm pretty sure that's the only time they faced him this year. But again, as I said, they only have 60 at-bats versus him. But, I mean, the offense, as I said already, the offensive side, I definitely like the Braves. And really, the only advantage I see, I mean, the Braves bullpen's nothing crazy to write home about. But, in a game they need to win, I'm pretty confident in their bullpen. Obviously, they got Soler, who they added, Austin Riley, who's been phenomenal, Eddie Rosario, all these guys they added right before the deadline after, they had a little internal injuries themselves. But so official play for me, I'm taking the dog. I'm taking the Atlanta Braves plus 140. What's this number again? Plus 143 via Caesars William Hill. That'll be my first official play on tomorrow's card, and that's for October 8th. October 8th, Braves. Money line, plus 143. It's good, Big Box. Big Box Entertainment. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. Hit the like button. If you guys are interested in subscribing, runpurebets.com. Use promo code 25 off to get 25% of your month. Obviously, I'm up like 40 units in MLB this year, slaying the MLB. Kegger, Tyler, JJ, slaying in college football, slaying the NFL. Spread, obviously, NBA is back next week, 14 days. Spread will be on top of that, and we got D for soccer. So we got somebody for every sport that hones in on the sports they really know about. Obviously, we do MMA. Jay and I do MMA as well. We have free shows on this YouTube channel, but we also have a lot of private shows for Run Pure Bet subscribers only, where we, live bet games, find you the live lines, find you the live actions, and making you guys money. So that's a little plug for the site. Otherwise, let's keep moving on. Next game in the slate tomorrow, Red Sox versus Tampa Rays. Obviously, tonight is game 1. It will definitely have a little impact on my thoughts for tomorrow's game. I think Chris Sale is pitching, but it has yet to be fully announced for the Red Sox for tomorrow. And then Shane Baz going for the Tampa Bay Rays. Obviously, a lefty for the Red Sox. What does Tampa Bay do? Struggle versus lefties. What does Tampa Bay do? Strikes out a lot. Their batting average is about 240 this year, but they struck out the 3rd most in all of baseball. The Cubs, and what other team struck out more than them? It's the Cubs and one other team. It's slipping my mind right now, but a shitty team. So, this team is really dependent on the home run. They score a lot more runs on the road because now they're in Tampa Bay. Obviously, they're in that dome stadium. So the under-over set at 7, which is probably about fair because you really got to hit the ball hard to get out of there. I'm seeing the comeback. Red Sox plus 130 at BetMGM. And the best line you're getting on the Rays, minus 120 via DraftKings. I do expect those lines to move. Probably the Red Sox take some money, definitely dependent on what happens tonight. With that said, Sale has struggled a little bit as of late. Definitely his last start, he got yanked after 2 1/3 against Washington on the road. Even the start before that, he pitched against the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore, gave up 3 earned through 5 1/3. So he has given up an earned run in his last 8 starts. He's given up at least 1 earned run. At least 2 in most of them. Obviously, strikeouts are still high and whatnot, but I do expect him to be susceptible to giving up some runs versus Tampa Bay team that is really bad versus lefties, honestly. Truly, they added Nelson Cruz. They thought that was going to be the changeover to make them the great versus lefties. Clearly, one guy ain't going to make you great versus lefties, and he's somewhat struggled since coming over versus lefties. Mr. Baz, we just don't know where we're going to get out of him. Rookie, this will be his first postseason start. I know they're starting a rookie tonight as well in Mr. McClanahan, but McClanahan, at least, he pitched out of the bullpen last year in the playoffs, so it's not his first, playoff. It's his first playoff start, but not his first playoff appearance. I think he had 4 appearances out of the bullpen last year in a team that went to the World Series. So I expect him to be, much calmer, cool, and collective than Mr. Baz going tomorrow. Baz has been good. Strikeout numbers are good. Throws pretty damn hard. This will be his first time the Red Sox are seeing him. And his numbers in the minors really, really good as well. Strikeouts pretty damn high. Striking out like definitely over a batter per inning, like probably 1.33 batters per inning. What do I see the Red Sox doing? The Red Sox lineup is not really, obviously they are still missing JD Martinez. Does he play tomorrow? Does he not? That's to be determined. The bottom of the lineup's not very scary. Otherwise, I do think this Red Sox team is going to give this Tampa Bay team some trouble in this series. And the series line, the best I'm seeing is plus 155, which is a future bet of mine and Run Pure Bets. I gave it out to Run Pure Bet subscribers. Boston Red Sox to win this series, plus 155. I just think the rotation, Tampa Bay starting essentially 3 rookies. It's going to be McClanahan, Baz, Patino. I'm not even sure if they have Waka on the postseason roster. I'm pretty sure they didn't put Yarbrough on the roster. So they're either going to go those 3 guys or a bullpen game. And those are all young guys who they could easily pitch good. They also could easily get blown up. Obviously, bullpen-wise, Tampa Bay has a slight advantage, but I'm not really sold on Tampa Bay's bullpen, as I mentioned time and time again. Boston's bullpen's not crazy good either. So it's going to come really essentially down to the bats and the starters. And my lean to the starters is to Boston. They got Hernandez Sale tomorrow, and then Nathan Eovaldi probably game 3. So they definitely have the better starters. And the lineups are really, split, maybe slightly into Tampa. So I think this line should be probably Tampa minus 120, minus 125. Come back on Boston at even money. We're getting Boston at plus 155. These teams played each other a lot this year. Tampa, I think, won 2 or 3 more games in the head-to-head matchup this year. But the run differential was only 1 or 2 different in the run differential. So I expect these series to be awfully close. These teams know a lot about each other, played each other a lot. So I'm taking the pure value here at the Boston Red Sox plus 155 to win the series, not the game tomorrow, but to win the series. Okay, so that'll be an official. I'll add that to my official YouTube record for the playoffs. Red Sox to win series over Tampa Bay plus 155. And that, let me just confirm, that number is from, because I know that number is from DraftKings. Plus 155 via DraftKings. Jason Cornell's in the house. Pete Perez in the house. Work and Ray devalue Tampa Bay. That's right. Sale the starter for now. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Sale for tomorrow. Who do I like tonight in the Rams, Seahawks? Brian, I've just been focusing fully on baseball, MLB. We got 4 other guys that do the NFL, and they have a couple plays up there for the NFL for tonight. I've been focusing on baseball, and I'm just going to stick to baseball because that's what I'm good at. And obviously, I'm good at baseball, at football as well, but I'm going to wait until baseball's over to shift my focus. I've been posting in the Discord my plays for NFL Weekly, and I've been positive every single week, but I haven't added any to the sheet because we got plenty of plays from the other guys. Essentially, I will add to the sheet, but I'm going to just focus on baseball until it's over. Thanks, guys. Next game and last game tomorrow, the Dodgers versus the Giants. Game 1, Walker Buehler, Logan Webb. The Giants, man, congratulations to them winning the division. Obviously, the Dodgers played yesterday, so it might be a little shaky for San Fran to start. They might get off a little rusty. Their numbers versus Walker Buehler, not crazy good. Walker striking them out about 26% of the time. Their average is 218. X-weighted on base percentage of 253. Comeback, Logan Webb's 100 at-bats. He's striking them out 27% of the time. Batting average 186. X-weighted on base percentage 301. So definitely having a little more success are the Dodgers here in this situation of BVP. But, sometimes, especially in the playoffs, you just somewhat throw out BVP. This is going to be a battle. I expect it to be another low-scoring game. I really do. As I said in the Dodgers game yesterday, I predicted a 4-1. It ended 3-1. So I'm right there. I'm locked in right now. Last month, Worktober, or now Worktober is now Worktember. I ended up, I want to say 18 units. So we want to keep this going. So I'm definitely seeing the board good. And this is a series, though, that I do think San Francisco wins the series. Game 1 is what I'm scared about. I think Buehler's definitely the better starter of the two. And Logan Webb has been good. Don't get me wrong. But, he's pitched much better this year than in his career. So I do expect regression to come sometime. If it's not, this playoffs, I do expect regression to come maybe next year. Like even last year and the year before, his ERA was in the 5 both times. I know he had good numbers in the minors. Didn't pitch, he maybe had 22 starts, 25 starts-ish. But obviously this was his first full year in the majors, and he's proved he could be a major league starter. I'm just not fully sold on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers win this game. Again, what's the line here? That's really the question. Dodgers minus 115 is the best I'm seeing via Caesars. That is definitely something I'm interested in. It's a lean right now. I haven't made it official yet. I'm going to dig a little deeper into this, and I will let Run Pure Bet subscribers know if I do make a move on the game. Essentially, I do think the Dodgers win the series, but in this game, game 1, I do lean toward. I think the Giants win the series. I'm sorry. But in this game, I do definitely have a slight lean towards the Dodgers. With that said, I'll probably just, as of right now, I'll pass. I'll let Run Pure Bet subscribers know if I do make a move. Another future play I'm on is, I gave out the Braves money line tomorrow, and I'm just going to do it. It's going to be the Braves to win. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it to you guys here because, I took the Braves to win the National League and the Giants to win the National League. The Giants at 3-1 to win the National League, and the Braves at 5-1 to win the National League. I really like the Braves in this series. I think the Braves beat the Brewers in 4. The Giants, Dodgers probably goes 5. I do think the Giants probably squeeze it out, having home field advantage. And with that said, those two teams will be playing each other. If it does happen, those two teams will be playing each other in the NL Championship Series, and then it's just a free roll for me. So those are 2 bets I made. You could probably just put a half unit on them each. I will run them towards my record because I'm giving them out to you guys. It's only fair. But that's where I'm at. So official play for tomorrow, the only one I'm going to give out for tomorrow is Atlanta Braves money line plus 143 via William Hill. Another one, Red Sox to win the series to win the division series over the Tampa Bay Rays plus 155, and then 2 futures to win the National League, Giants plus 300, Braves plus 500. So those are my 4 quote-unquote official plays for this YouTube video. Obviously, Run Pure Bet subscribers know I have a play on tonight's game. I also added 1 play for tomorrow, which is the Atlanta Braves. More than likely, I'll dig in and add at least 1 more play because it's a 4-game slate. I'll dig in, at least add in 1 more play. I'll add everyone in the Discord and let you know when I put a play up. If you have any questions, hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the Discord. Appreciate everybody watching the show. Hit the like button. I don't really ask for much. Just hit the like button. Maybe comment in the comment section. Your 4 teams that you think are going to advance in this divisional series. That would be pretty cool. All right. So my 4 teams I think are going to advance are the Rays. I think the Astros, Rays in the AL, and I'm going to take the Braves and the San Francisco Giants in the NL. That's just what I think. Obviously, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. More than likely, it will be, I'll be very happy if I go 4 for 4, but more than likely it's not going to happen. That's just the way, it's very hard to predict these things. If everyone could predict everything, if I could predict everything, I would be a millionaire. But it is what it is. 54%. I'm happy with that, and I'm going to keep rolling with that. Obviously, 1 unit at a time on all these bets. The 2 futures, you could put a half unit on. Otherwise, let's keep working. Joey Work. Appreciate everybody for the support. Joey Works out. Good luck. Gamble responsibly. Peace and love.